Indeed, indeed,
Here come... Oh, that's a lot of banelings.
indeed, indeed.
Now, I've told people, and I've been told by people, that we shouldn't more than 2 banelings at a time.
Screw that. Banelings are fun to make. I don't know. It makes sense, yeah. But I like making this many
with
more.
that Sheth smash.
It's threatening.
And he can't really engage your lings right now, because if he does,
They all go boom.
and that spine crawler, we don't want to let that finish. Oof. I think that's all she wrote for revenge.
Agreed.
Yeah, so, in my opinion, Speedling Baneling is more or less a hard counter to Speedling Expand. Agree, disagree?
I'm sorry, say that again. I was watching roaches die painfully.
I said, in my opinion, Speedling Baneling is a hard counter to Speedling Expand. Do you agree or do you disagree?
1 second.
Uh-oh. I might have to eat my words.
No, not at all. Not at all.
As revenge secures his natural.
Not at all. Don't worry, it's not secure. Secureness is not in his in this game.
Secureness?
I'm just kidding. I'm tired of microing. I gotta focus somewhat.
Right into the hatchery.
Yep, that was kind of the plan.
And you have roaches on the way now.
Yep.
I see no spine crawlers anywhere. And wow, you made 26 drones. Where did those come from?
Don't know. Magic.
I was not watching production.
Poof. That's how I make them. Just poof.
No comment.
But oh my god, I could be in trouble.
Yeah, I think anytime that you knock out a hatchery like this, the only real relevant threat is the threat of the immediate counter. I would probably have thrown down spine crawlers. You did not.
Nope. Spine crawlers are overrated.
Oh, you have lots of transfuse. Never mind. You're fine.
Yep. I'll transfuse drones if I have to.
That's what I wasn't gonna say anything. There's the GG.
Good game.
So the way that you defend the counter is by transfusing drones.
It's better than making a spine crawler.
I don't know. Obviously. All right. Well, that was cool, man. So we saw a little Ling Baneling, and that's kind of what the games that I play look like. I almost always open that way. That's hands down my favorite opening.
It is a very strong opening. Killing that hatchery is so doable in that situation because you put so much pressure early before they can get roaches. And if they do get roaches and you get them earlier, then a lot of times you can just power them down with lings. You don't even have to make the banelings. You just have it for that off chance, you know.
Cool. Well, the next map I'm going to make is actually Scrap Station.
Okay.
And I feel like I get a lot of ZvZs on Scrap. Maybe it's because no Zerg downvotes Scrap and everybody else does.
I find that too, to be honest.
And I will
a lot
have
of ZvZs.
up against Shui this time.
Okay.
And just telling Revenge thanks for the game. I'll bring him back up for another one in a minute. So here we are, Scrap Station.
Okay.
Do you have a philosophy about this map?
You can't fast expand or you die. I always love doing that. OGS Hero, or OGSJ, I'm not sure which OGS member he is, but we played a game on this map, and he managed the most, really, really good roach micro, that he managed to shoot my banelings while being surrounded by zerglings.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like you can hold this hatch if you have perfect micro and a perfect build order all prepared. So I mean, you can practice it and try it out, but you're going to lose a whole bunch of games practicing it. Even if you get it down, if you have the slightest misclick with your roaches, if you're slightly out of place when they attack, if they attack maybe at some weird timing you're not quite used to, there are so many ways to lose with fast expansion that I find it's difficult.
Right.
And then with the ability, once you get to a huge amount of roaches, you can break down that middle path. You have to be prepared pretty much all the time in this matchup as well.
Cool. Now I have to say, Nesty has gone hatch first here quite a bit in his GSL runs. Is that just kind of what you're talking about, basically? Because the Nesty build is more or less roaches and speedlings, and lots of good micro. Very
likely that's it. I will say though that it's risky even for Nesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Sheth would kill Nesty if Nesty went hatch first.
Risky is the difference, but for sure, like, it's such a you walk on the razor's edge whenever you do that hatch first thing, because you need enough economy that if they're not actually all-inning you, you can still be viable, and you need enough defense that if they are all-inning you, you can be viable, and it's so difficult to figure that out. I think it's a lot of luck if you hatch first. I mean, there's probably things I'm missing, but I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
Fair enough. Well, if you're ready, we're going to run this.
Sure. Ready whenever.
Good game, good luck.
And I will say, though, a lot of this game, in a lot of matchups, it's all luck-based. So, and it's a lot of skill. Like obviously, people who are much more skilled are going to be much easier at holding a 12 or a 14 hatch. So I'm not discounting it as a build. I just think it's not my style, and it's very difficult.
It makes me feel so good to have a pro on here that says it's okay to not go hatch first, because everybody I've talked to, well, not everybody, but Rhett and Strife Crow are the two pro Zergs I've had on most recently, and both of those guys were talking all about how good hatch first is, and it wasn't working for me. It just wasn't clicking. So it makes me happy to hear Sheth say that, hey, it's okay, you don't have to go hatchery first.
Yeah, I'm just not that great at it, and I don't know. I don't think it's that strong.
I certainly feel like I die a lot when I do it, and I also feel like I kill a lot of people that go hatch first. So.
I will say the one game I've played with Rhett, I beat him ZvZ against his hatch first build.
Well, there you go.
But Rhett's a better player than me, and I'm sure you could have held if you didn't miss micro or something. Maybe. I don't know. All respect for Rhett, though. He's in Korea living the dream.
He is a really good player.
Yep. But yeah, don't feel like you have to be always going hatch first. I'm going to get far away from Shui's Overlord. No. Get away from me. I don't want to kiss.
No. Circle, circle, dot, dot.
Okay, I made it away. It's close.
Alright. Alright.
There's really no point in doing that. Just messing around with Shui.
Don't lie.
I don't want to get cooties is the other reason.
There you go.
In this map,
14 gas, 14 pool? Or was that 15 gas, 14 pool?
15 gas, 14 pool.
I never opened the production tab, and I'm sorry. Sorry, people watching the stream. Forgive me.
A small tip that I like to bring out generally to viewers is if you're gonna do a gas and spawning pool build on this map and you're the top left situation, take the top left gas. It prevents me from knowing it for a few seconds longer. And you know, it doesn't matter in this build, but in other builds it can matter. So it's just a tiny thing that might help you.
So he looks like he wants speedlings.
I don't know. I don't know what he wants yet. It's the same build that I'm doing, and I always change up what I'm doing, so I can't really prejudge at this point.
I see.
In my opinion.
Now, one thing that's been consistent is this double queen. Wait, did you get a second queen last game?
I did.
You did?
I think so. Did I not? I might not have.
I'm not sure.
I did.
How the hell I mean, I don't really see how you afford it, though, because I always feel like I'm so broke when I go 14-14 or even 15-14.
It's pretty easy.
Are you cutting anything in doing so?
I'm not making any lings right here.
Ah.
Gonna throw down my second queen right away, in fact. And I have speed coming, so like I can still be viable with speed if I want to, but this situation I don't really need to.
But you're not immediately contesting map control, so to speak.
Yeah. Although I really feel like it is good to immediately contest it, or at least contest it early. In this situation, I don't mind being a little bit behind on contesting it. I will eventually use this queen to move out. It does kind of look actually a lot like he's doing some sort of all-in with speedlings and banelings. I will be honest.
It is a lot what it looks like, and you've gone one base roped, which is pretty good against banelings, last time I checked.
Generally.
And I'm wondering, is this going to be the same +1 timing we saw in our first game, or is it going to be something else special?
It depends.
It depends. You don't know yourself.
Pretty much. Pretty much. At this point, it's actually looking similar. Do you have a baneling there? I wasn't actually sure. Probably not. Anyway, yeah, at this point, I just want to macro up. I see he's not coming at me with more lings. I have both these overlords around, checking out that vision sort of thing. I'm going to kill his, he's going to kill mine. That's fine. I know. My poor overlord didn't deserve to die.
That's because
his
you didn't
did.
kiss him, man.
I know.
You took it really
I should have.
personally.
I should have.
So +1 is starting. Really? Really?
I'm pro.
Obviously. So we start +1, then we start layer, and in a perfect world, you're going to start speed when layer finishes, and they're going to finish at the same time, right?
In a perfect world, yeah. I can't believe that Overlord's escaping. This is like the great escape of the Overlord. I would write a book about this, man. That Overlord's amazing. At this point, I'm just wanting to use these links for scouting information. Holy crap, that's a lot of spine crawlers. What the heck is wrong with you? Spire! Yeah, see what's going on. Good to know. It's horribly bad that I had that information. Horribly bad that I saw those spine crawlers.
Horribly
Now I can sit back, macro. I
him,
feel
not
like
for you.
he... Or what?
Horribly bad for him, not for you.
Yeah, I did lose my queen though. There, I don't know how that happened. Exploring.
She wanted to go on an adventure like the Overlord.
She did. She was like, I want to take part.
You better block that ramp, man.
Oh no, it's not necessary. I want him to come in. It won't bother me at all. I have enough, what's it called? I have enough drones to fight off lings. If he has banelings, I'll focus fire them down
With
quickly enough. Really wish I hadn't lost that queen, though.
Yeah,
That's probably going to be a pretty iffy thing now. But
so
I'm not too great.
You skipped Hydra and went straight to Infestor.
Yep.
This is normal response to Muta for you?
Normal is too hard to explain. It's not that normal, but it's, I don't, sorry, hold on, I'm trying to read what he's writing and trying to think coherently. It's difficult. It's not normal by any means, but it's not weird. I think this is a good viable option. As I've been saying throughout a lot of this, there are so many viable options.
Now, one thing that I would like to ask
seeing what he's doing, seeing this. Go ahead.
You started to make a Hydra Den and you changed your mind.
Yep.
What's up with that?
I figured out I don't need it. Don't need it. I got my 3 queens in time. I was worried for a second that I might want to do that some early pressure, but in this situation, I'm not going to need to. I'm going to have 3 infestors out soon. I have enough queens now to deal with whatever I want to. The fact that he got hurt so much, I'm going to have my infestors out with energy. He's going to be needing to do something cheesy to deal with my attack that's going to come eventually with +1. It's kind of weird, to be honest. It's difficult to explain as well. He is making a lot of mutas, though, so interestingly enough, I could lose these mutas, or I could use this expansion I'm definitely losing. I could lose these queens if I'm not careful. I kind of think I have my infestors coming out just in time, that I would have been okay if he had tried to attack. It might have been actually a little bit off, but just the threat of me having infestors kind of scared him away, I think. So, interestingly enough, I did manage to live. I have these infestors that can run around with me now, and we can hunt mutas. It'll be fun.
Now, if you were to find those mutas out on the map, how would you kill them? Would you use fungal with infested Terrans, or would you just use fungal?
Just use fungal.